road. I'm right on the edge. Right on the edge. Being on time. I left the house right at 6:50. So I need to get on down the highway, pick y'all, scoop y'all up for the carpool. Come on in here, get in the car, let's go down the highway. For real. For sure, for sure. My new catchphrase. For sure, for sure. I heard somebody on a podcast recently, and that's how a lot of my stories start off, by the way. I heard this lady on a podcast, and she says, "Oh yeah, for sure, for sure." And it's like a real classy way of saying, "I agree wholeheartedly. I agree." Yeah, let's get on down this highway. It's Wednesday, hump day. It is slightly hazy weather. As far as the sky is concerned, the traffic is chef's kiss. We are gonna rise, shine, give God the glory. It's a good day. It's a good day, y'all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for dropping by. Sometimes navigation will slow the phone down, turn it down. Good morning, rise and shine. Jump on in the live. Good morning, hi. I can't really see her. But hey, good morning. Rise and shine. Jump on in the carpool. Thanks for riding to work with me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all, I packed my bag to go to the gym this afternoon. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you? Good. Girl, it's hot. It's hot. There used to be a commercial that used to come on, says it's hot and you need a pool, and it was the people advertising a pool services. Hey there, yeah, I'm going on a long car ride, not necessarily a trip. This is my morning commute. I usually say, hey, welcome to Sugar Honey Iced Tea. I'm T, and this is the AM Drive. I'm on my way to work. I have a commute every day, and it is an hour. Scratch that, it is a hot hour and 6 minutes. And I like to just keep myself entertained, but also be productive a little bit and connect with people in the world. And here's the thing, my phone, I don't want to trash the phone, but the phone is trash. I'm going to, in the next couple of months, get another one. Jameson said, you sub to my channel? Thank you. Or are you a substitute teacher? One of the two. Thanks for subbing. Much appreciated. As a top comment, go back to one of my other videos and comment. That way I can find you, and I can subscribe to your channel. So yeah, I want to connect with people on their channels. Right now, I wish I could zoom in a little bit. Let me see. It zooms a little. But yeah, I'm using my phone. Like I said, I feel like it's trash, only because I can't figure out this one glitch on my phone, which makes me want to upgrade my phone like in the next couple of weeks. Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna talk to the people at the phone company and see. because when I connect my phone to the car, I know you're going to say first world problems. When I connect my phone to the car, I can listen to my music through the car speakers. I can get the navigation through the car speakers. I can even do Uber through the car speakers. What I cannot do through the car speakers is use the phone and talk on the phone and have a conversation. The Bluetooth or whatever it is clicks back and forth, and it will not let me connect. You could comment on the first one that says 7 months ago. Okay, cool, very good. Well, thanks. Like I said, it's gonna pop up in my notifications. I will come back and I will respond to you, and I'll subscribe to your channel. I'll watch a video on your channel if you have any, and I'll subscribe to you so we can be YouTube pen pals. That's great. Thank you. Thanks for connecting. So what are you up to this morning? I know you're riding in the car with me. You're riding to work with me in the carpool. What are you up to? Are you getting ready to go somewhere? Are you hanging out at home today because you got it like that? You don't have any videos? Okay, well listen. This is me encouraging you to record something and just say hello to the world. Say, hi world. I am here, and let me go back to it. Jameson. Hi world. This is Jameson, and I am a subject matter expert on widgets or whatever your expertise is. And just kind of talk to the camera for about 2-3 minutes and just tell us a little bit about what you are an expert of. I should do the same thing, honestly. I should share with the world my expertise. I feel like I've been so bogged down with busyness lately. I go to work, do the work things. I have another job, a part-time job that is very, very part-time. So I try to coordinate that to help with the funds of getting gas money to be able to afford to go to work, to my main job. And the funny thing is, the part-time job, the side job, is enough so that I can have money to go to the full-time job. Your channel name makes me think of Madagascar. Really? Sugar Honey Iced Tea? Madagascar? I don't get it. Was there a scene in that movie? Sugar Honey Iced Tea. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Did Julian say something about Sugar Honey Iced Tea? Was that in that song? I have to go back and look at that. Or you got the real country, Madagascar. Yeah. But I am. When Marty was being chased by Alex, I think I vaguely remember something about that. He said something about Sugar Honey Iced Tea. School, I love School. Yeah, the movie. Okay, yeah. I gotta put that on my list. That's on my weekend list. Rewatch Madagascar and look for the reference to Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Challenge accepted. For sure. I love that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I probably heard it in passing. It never really, you know how there's jokes in between the jokes, or there's like subtle things that they have for kids and things they have in there for the adults to pick up, and you just kind of like, if you watch as a kid, maybe you, or if you're just not paying attention too hard, you just don't get that one. And it's when they first get to the island. Okay, for sure. I'm definitely gonna look for that. Madagascar, look for them saying Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Is it when the penguins say that? I think I vaguely remember that. Like I said, some things maybe you just don't get because it's like very subtle. But yeah, I'm definitely going, like I said, challenge accepted. I'm going to look for that. And maybe I will use that, if I can find a meme of it, I will use that as a clip or like a meme in one of my videos. But yeah, I've been so busy. I go from work to the side job to home Then my dog is like looking at me with those big brown puppy eyes. And he wants some attention. So I go walk the dog. I go walk in the neighborhood. We have our little neighborhood dog walking adventures. And a little sip of water. And so do that. Collapse on the bed. This morning I was making a little bit of a lunch, a little bit of a snack for the road. And I thought to myself, you really should have done this last night. And I should have. I should have packed my lunch bag last night. All the things we know to do, we don't do. So tonight, challenge accepted. I'm going to find Madagascar. I'm definitely going to pack my lunch. It's Wednesday, y'all. But I got my bag. I was like, today's going to be different. I was supposed to do a We Go Look. If you're new to the channel, sometimes I talk about my invention of We Go Look. It is an app on the App Store, and it's like a gig type job where you can sign up and take photos for insurance claims. Sometimes people have been in a minor fender bender. Sometimes it's a little bit more advanced, but you go to sometimes the people have had the car towed to their home. Most of the time they have. But my job is to take the photos of them, the car, so that the insurance company will have like, photos or whatever. But then also there was a job yesterday where they wanted someone to do a witness signing and be a notary. And so where am I driving to? I'm driving to work. I'm in northern Mississippi, and I'm driving to Oxford, Mississippi. So that's where I'm going. I don't necessarily want to say exactly where I work for safety reasons, but I'm driving to work, yeah. You're in the carpool. Thank you for being a part of the carpool this morning. I appreciate you, chatting with me. Give me a little bit of a human connection while I'm on my way. But yeah, I was on my way to, what was I saying? I forgot. I had two stories going. One of the stories is, I was talking about, I do We Go Look. It's one of my jobs. And so I was supposed to do a notary signing today. But when I looked at the paper, I looked at it and realized that it was for Tennessee and not Mississippi. And so I have the authority to notarize in Mississippi, but not Tennessee. I guess I need to get over so these people can't go around me. So I guess what I was trying to say is today's side job gig got canceled because of that. So I decided I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to the YMCA. So I got all my stuff together in the bag. I got my swimsuit because I go to water aerobics. It's a class on Wednesdays. I got my swimsuit, my swim shoes, my shorts, and I got all of this stuff. Can you ask a few questions? You can. Go ahead, put the questions in the chat. But I got all my stuff to go to the YMCA, and y'all left my towel at home. So I'm like, womp womp. So I need to ask y'all a question. Should I the option A was go back in the house and be late and find a towel, which I didn't do. But B is go out for lunch and get a towel, like a beach towel. Go buy a towel at Walmart. It's gonna eat up my whole lunchtime. Ugh. I don't want to do that. Or just go to the pool and be wet. Get out the pool and be wet. I guess I could dry off with some of the other clothes. I don't know. I'll work it out. It's gonna work out. But yeah, you got questions? I got answers. You have questions? Yeah, give me a quiz. Quiz me. Current events, pop culture, math, science, the arts, or just ask me about, you can ask me about my life. You can't ask me where I work because I'm not going to talk about that. I'm definitely going to, I have another channel. Here's the thing. The whole intention of the second channel was to do the SME content, the subject matter expert. That's me just teaching you what that acronym is. Yeah. have not carved out the time for myself, which isn't healthy, which is not physically, it's not mentally healthy. And I need to carve out time for myself, for my goals as a creative person. I need that outlet, and I know that it helps with your health, your overall well-being. So that's a thing. But I have found out a way to do live streaming here on the way to work. So that's a thing. First question: do you believe in the natural? In the natural. In the natural. In the natural. There's lots of levels to that question. I don't know why my head just split like 15 different ways. Like natural could be so many things. When you say natural, my first thought was like natural hair versus processed hair. And I was like, oh, okay. That was level 1 on my brain. Level 2 was natural versus spiritual. So I was like, okay, that's another level or option. Natural versus like makeup versus having makeup on versus not having makeup on, being natural, like natural beauty. Lots of levels. So yeah. Do I believe in the natural? I'm gonna say I believe in the existence of things in every different way. So if you're going to go to the natural versus supernatural, oh yeah, for sure. All of those things. But all of the things I mentioned, yes, I'm yes on both sides. Fresh face natural versus makeup natural. Natural food, eating natural foods versus processed foods. See, there's so many different ways, y'all. Is that proof that that is like ADHD brain or what? That is the fundamental law of now. What is the fundamental? Listen, you're getting way too deep for A, live streaming, B, me trying to read while also driving. My dad came over to my house yesterday, and he likes to watch the news. My family, my parents like to watch the news. He came over. He was like, him and my nephew came over, and so I was like, well, while you're here, I'm gonna take my nephew. We're gonna go walk the dog. So my dad was like, okay, cool. I'll watch the TV. So he watches Judge Judy. He likes watching realistic, real newsy type stuff. He started watching Judge Judy. That is not the vibe in my house, y'all. So when you try to get too heavy into like natural versus supernatural, I get it. Let's have a conversation offline. In fact, we should do like if you would ever like to do a podcast episode, let's collaborate. And message me on one of my other videos. Say, hey, let's collaborate. Let's set up a time where we can do a podcast. I will invite you to my channel on one of those little squares. And then we will talk about, and you can ask me those deep questions when I'm not driving. Or we can talk about natural versus supernatural, because I think that is a very fascinating topic. I have a lot of ideas and proof and questions and all of that. I have a lot of questions, and also I have a lot of things that I've experienced, and things that I would maybe like to experience, but I can't really get too deep this early in the morning because I have to keep my brain light and my spirit light, because I've got to deal with a whole lot of different people. And I know you're talking about natural versus supernatural. Here's my thing. Here's my quick take, is that I've got to deal with a lot of different persons and personalities, peoplealities, and I definitely want to keep thoughts, my energy, all of that light. I want to keep it on the top of where I want it to be. The level is at the very top. And so I cannot indulge in a lot of things like the news. For example, the look at all this traffic, y'all. Do y'all see the traffic? These people are booking back to back. They need to spread out. I like socially distanced traffic, y'all. Not this. Why there's a lot of these people. And then we're not even going that fast. I'm going 64. I'm gonna get around this orange truck, and then we're gonna spread out from all these people, all this traffic. But yeah, I this morning I just kind of have to keep things light, and that's where I live. That's where my brain lives. Because if I don't, woof, there's a lot going on. Yeah, okay, here we go, traffic. You see all these trucks and cars and things. I need them to spread out. I need y'all to be socially distanced. Not because I feel like there's any type of danger, but because the traffic just flows better like that. Like we do a lot better when there's a lot more space between these cars. I'm gonna get over, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I did wait till right around the 7 o'clock hour, the rush hour, right before the rush hour to kind of head out. I should have left the house at 6:45. That was my intention. Now this is what happens in the morning. I get dressed. I zhuzh up my hair. I put on a little makeup. And then I'm like, okay, let me get in the car. And then my dog starts realizing that, oh, she's about to leave this house. So I got to start circling her legs and walking right beside her because I don't want her to leave. He's so cute. He's so adorable, but he does not want me to leave in the morning. He just starts walking around me and circling me. And then I can't walk real fast. And I can't do all the things I need to do. And it kind of confuses me. And I'm like, man, I can't get out the house on time. I subbed. There is a supernatural intelligent mind. Okay. For sure. Again, you sub, make me a comment on one of the videos so that I can connect with you. And that way, maybe we can do like a podcast episode on YouTube where you're in one square, I'm in the other square, and we're talking about this natural versus supernatural. That's all we're going to talk about, but it has to be, during the weekend, not while I'm driving, because that's not where I'm going. My brain is not going to deal with a whole lot of difficulty too early in the morning. I haven't had my coffee. I've had a sip of water. Now I have had my breakfast sandwich. I am thankful that I did do a little meal prep over the weekend, and I'm so thankful for that. I put the breakfast sandwich in the microwave this morning, and Captain Baylor was circling around my legs because he realized I was getting ready to go. And then I put a lot of my stuff in the car. I came back in to get my water canteen, and then the microwave beeped at me, beep, and I was like, oh man, thank you, Lord, thank you, because the microwave will remind you when something is in there. I don't know if that's a sermon or what, but isn't it wonderful when things just work out for the good? Like the microwave, it did what it did what it does, which is when something's in there and the time runs out, it every so often will beep and just let you know something's in there to remind you got to get your food out of there. I don't know, that's a sermon. But I was so thankful. I was like, yes, because I almost walked out of this house without my food. What a horrible feeling it would be to get about a mile down the road and then you realize, man, I warmed my food up. It's going to live in the microwave all day. But I'm so thankful for that little beat. Just gratitude all over this place. I see you say you commented on your latest short. Very good, very good. Thank you, thank you. I will reach out to you so we can do a collab or something. I don't know. Do you have any videos on your channel? Again, I always want to collab with people. That's my thing. Now I'm in the area where the signal gets a little choppy, so it may cut off, it may cut back on. I don't know. And I'm attributing it to in this area, but it could also be this trash. Well, if it's not trash, I'm not going to talk bad about my technology, because I also believe that the technology can hear us and feel us, but not in a real heavy and mind controlling way. I just definitely don't want to. It's a podcast, both of us. What? It's about. Wait a minute, it went away. Hold on. It's about podcast, both of us speaking like on a call. Yeah, like a Zoom call. You know, like, have you ever seen those people and they have like a Zoom call and they have one square, one person at one place and one square, the other person at the other place? You can do that on StreamYard. There's an app. It's not an app. It's kind of like an online. But I think now this is the thing. YouTube is advanced, but I think I saw something in the YouTube creator email where you can actually do that through the YouTube online app, so I don't have to go through a StreamYard. So yeah, there's a way to do all of that. And I love using technology, y'all. I'm a technology nerd of sorts. I love being able to find online web apps and web services. What do they call it? Software as a service. SaaS. I love software as a service. That is one of my jams. Like if there's toast, SaaS is slathered all over one of my pieces of toast. So yeah, it's called StreamYard, and it's free, but there is a paid version. But you can do like a Zoom call of sorts. But when you connect it to your YouTube channel, you can now have this live conversation with other people, and it can be multiple people. I think I've done it with one other person, but I think you can do it with more than one person at a time for free. That being more than one person at a time on the same screen. And I've been on other people's StreamYard live streams too, like a podcast, like you're having a conversation of sorts. I didn't see that last minute, so you can judge if it is appropriate for us to collab, do a podcast. Yeah, we'll have a conversation offline for sure. Now, see, this is the type of the traffic. I don't know if y'all can see, but we're spaced out. We're spaced out. Like I'm a little bit up front. There's a truck in front of me, but there's a car way in front of that truck and way in front of that. You know, so we got some like stretching room. I like to ease on down the road, but I have my own space. Isn't this beautiful? I love the highway this time of year. I love the green spaces, the green trees. I love all of this. Very thankful for this beauty in nature. Yeah, thanks again for riding to work with me. Thanks for bopping in and bopping out. If you haven't already liked the live, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you like it, like it. If you love it, sub it. I heard somebody else say that, y'all. I didn't come up with it. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to drop you guys off at the next, let's say the next cross street, so y'all can go to work too and have a wonderful day. Just, you know, because I don't want to get too bogged down in the traffic. I can't really see all of this. Something about age 14, gender, male. I ain't see all of that. Name, blah, blah, blah. I can't see it. No, no, no. I can't see all of it. But thanks for joining the live. Definitely. Thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up and definitely sub. I appreciate you. This is definitely so this channel is not made for kids. However, I believe in family friendly content because I'm a family friendly person. I navigate in family friendly spaces. I believe that your life online should not harm anyone or offend anyone intentionally. It should definitely be of the caliber that if you would be able to tell your mother, your grandmother, or your closest, dearest authority figure in your family, that's the type of content that you should produce. Now, some people do profanity. I don't have a problem with them. Some people do raunchy stuff. I don't have a problem with them. I'm just saying it's for me in my house. It's for me. As for me, that's just how I operate. I don't like to put anything out into the atmosphere that would be obtrusive to a child's ears. No, I don't think so. I don't know if that's just because of me being a parent. I am a mom, but also I've been a kid. So kids like to hear what adults are talking about. Kids can learn from adults, and we can share in the same spaces. And this is a safe space for multiple ages. But I don't know if you want to hear me rambling going down the road. 14-year-old might not even want to hear this. They be like, this broad is boring. This broad is boring. That's that's me imitating a 14-year-old. I apologize if that was. But it might be interesting. Like I said, I do have some content that goes along with my expertise that might be since I do you do agree that this is a good channel, or you agree that I'm boring. Or you just like watching people drive down the road, because I love a good road trip. I really would like to go and visit my daughter. She is in Chattanooga. She's so my kids, I call them grownies, and that's a mix between a toddler and a grown-up and a brownie. But I have two kids, a son 25, I think. Yeah, he's 25, and then my daughter's 23. I always have to kind of gauge, like, what is it? Yeah, and he told me an easy way to remember his age, and then I always have to kind of like, is that correct? You just read my description, and what did you think about my description? What did you think about that description? You are part of the family. I'm part of the family. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I want to be a part of your family. We can be a part of the community. Your fam. Yeah, my kids are, like I said, grownies, but they've been littles. I have a friend who calls her kids littles. Well, she has a big, and then she has some littles, and I think that's so cute. So yeah, my kids were littles at one time, but I love to interact with people of all ages, you know, especially if it's an interaction that's helpful for both of us. Yeah, all that. Please do like, subscribe, I don't know, share if you care. That rhymes. Share if you care. If you like it, love it. If you wait a minute. If you, how does it go? Love it, sub it. And if you care, share. That's it. I made up a new one. I made up a new like little catchphrase. I'm gonna have to workshop that, and it needs to roll off the tongue. gonna turn my air conditioner off. Y'all, it's hot. I was gonna talk about it's hot. I liked us up, but I haven't shared it yet. Okay, well, you know what? Take your time and all that. You can kind of think about it strategically, find out who you want us to share it with. You can say, hey, this lady is wacky. She has a dog. Her dog's name is Captain Baylor. He is a cool dude. And he is a rescue. I guess I could tell the story of Captain Baylor. I think one of my shorts is me talking about the fact that he's a rescue dog. It may be on here, but it may be on Instagram or TikTok. I really need to connect all of my social medias together so it flows and it works better like that. So you can find me, you can DM me, we can have conversations. Join the family, for real. Yeah, I'm not necessarily a cool person. I mean, I'm cool to me, but it might be weird or strange as far as the fact that I just kind of stay to myself a bit. But I'm branching out. I'm branching out for sure. We're doing 61. I know that. No, I take that back. The speed limit goes down a little bit. It was 70 at one point, but it goes down to about 60 in the middle of all of this. Yeah. But I tell you what, we're getting kind of close, so I'm going to drop you off. I'm going to drop the carpool off here because I know my connection is going in and out. I'm dropping you guys off. Thanks for the like. I appreciate you. Redeemed one. I think that's what it says. Thank you so much. You mean the world to me. And I'm going to end the live here. Pick you guys back up for the drive again tomorrow morning around 7. We do it every day. Every day I go to work. And then the longer formats on the other side of YouTube. All right. See you next time. See you next time, Redeemed One. And everybody, have a great, wonderful day.